Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. How are we all doing? Well, I hope. It's been a nice weekend. Hopefully, you guys had a nice 4th of July long weekend. If not, sorry. Always next year. All right, so I'm not gonna kind of chat here at the beginning. Just because this recipe takes so long. I want to kind of get it going, and then we can go to our normal cutting, cooking, chatting. But I just really want to get this going because it's going to take anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours. We're making congee, which is rice porridge. So think like like oatmeal except with rice. And essentially, you're cooking rice um, and letting it essentially just break down as it cooks. I need 6 cups. Let me pull this out correctly. Sorry, let's put this a little closer, a little more up. Let me just verify. Yeah, 6 cups. Yeah. All right. Actually, I'm gonna bring you guys over here. That way, you guys can get a whole load of this as we do it. This is 4 cups, so we'll need to add another 2. One of these containers is a perfect 6 cups. Good to know. All right, so 6 cups chicken stock. Ginger. A cup of rice. We'll be using that cup later. Chicken broth, ginger, teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of salt. I'm going to go off the reservation a little bit, just add a little soy sauce. Not much, just kind of a dash. Keep the salt out. And then lastly, my own addition. Better than bouillon, low sodium. Anytime I do something with chicken stock, I add better than bouillon. Really amps up the flavor. I understand it's like adding chicken stock to chicken stock, but that homemade stuff, or the liquid version isn't great. It's alright if you've got nothing else. So just amping it up a little bit always does wonders. Now we got that going. Bring that to a simmer. And reduce heat to low and gently simmer, stirring and gently mash occasionally until rice is soft and broken down. So obviously, if you're making the non-savory version of this, so you want it with, for breakfast, you can go with just water if that's your thing, and like make like normal rice and then let it break down. Obviously, the chicken stock adds a chicken flavor to it, which is nice. You could use whatever stock you want, although I think chicken's probably pretty good and pretty easy. Sorry, I'm working my way through a bunch of different pans. I don't know why I put this one away. So, like I said, I'm going to do the congee, which takes 60 to 75 minutes, sometimes longer. And then I've got some ground pork that I'm going to cook up and try and get crispy. Or as crispy as I can get it. Do a couple fried eggs. I've got this chili crisp. Extra spicy. It's supposed to be wonderful stuff, so we'll see how it is. And then I've got multiple heads of garlic. I'm gonna bust one open and try and do some fried garlic. Be some nice crunch and a nice flavor. Yeah, that's kind of my thought process for this. My understanding is this is pretty common comfort food for Chinese, even Japanese, Korean, just Asia in general. It's also pretty common just breakfast. I've had it a couple of times. There's a place here in town called Strang Hall. It's a food hall. They do brunch. And they have a pulled pork version of this, which was what I originally wanted to make with a pulled pork version, but I didn't have time to smoke a pork butt. Obviously, that would be like 8 pounds of meat. I'd have to plan the week around eating all of that because that'd be a lot of meat to get through. And then I thought about doing shredded chicken because you can do some boiled chicken real quick, shred it, or the sous vide or crock pot. Like a lot of methods to get shredded chicken pretty easily. But I kind of wanted to stick with the pork because I really like that. Which is why I went with ground pork. Seemed easiest. Well, anyway, once we get this going, we'll start working on the other stuff. I just wanted to get this started since it's going to take so long. Skipper got to go to the dog park today, so he's pretty tuckered out. He is lounging on the couch, just full on spread eagle. Well, spread eagle's a dog can do. But perhaps we can coax him later out of his sleeping place. Some larger chunks of garlic in here from that. No, sorry, ginger, from that ginger paste. But yeah, so we're basically just going to simmer the rice for a long time. Rice usually only takes about, I don't know, 20 to 30 minutes to make, and we're just going to keep going and let the rice start to break down. Recipe I'm following, because obviously I've never made this before, suggests like lightly mashing it and stirring it to help it along. Other recipes I've seen that say just let it cook for a while and it'll break down itself. So we'll see how it goes. Hey, Tan. Yo, Kimball Ramsey, what's up? You don't cover the pot when cooking rice? No, we're making congee, which is actually a rice porridge. There's actually like excess chicken stock here to basically break down the rice instead of cooking it like normal. We're just going to keep boiling it and it'll break down and turn almost into like an oatmeal consistency. If I was doing rice in a pot, I would cover it because you obviously want it to steam. And you don't want the moisture to get out, but this is a bit of a different recipe. All right. We got our simmer. Let's see if we can't maintain it. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer for 70 minutes. What is congee? Where is that from? Congee is a Asian dish. I think it's from China, but both the Koreans, Chinese, Japanese all have it. It's generally a breakfast food, but it can also be made as like a comfort food, so like a savory version. So it's weird here in America. Like oatmeal is only really ever done sweet, but it can be done savory. Same with congee, although congee is more savory than sweet, but you can do it almost treat it exactly like oatmeal. But the savory version usually includes like you top it with meat or chili oil or eggs. Pretty much anything you want. Kimchi, depending on what part of the world you're from. The one I'm doing ground pork, fried eggs, chili oil, some fried garlic, and then some green onion on top. It just takes a very long time to make because you're basically just cooking the rice until it breaks down and thickens, essentially. Which cool, why not? Yes. You try out some international stuff, I notice. Yeah, I don't like just having the same thing all the time, and we don't have a lot of like options to try new things here very often, so I try to seek them out. Plus, I've had congee. I was telling, I was talking about, I don't think anyone was here, but essentially, there's a food hall here that serves it at brunch, and they do a pulled pork, so like a barbecue version of it. Because obviously, if you don't know, Kansas City is like a big barbecue place. Um, so they have a barbecue version that has the fried garlic, a couple other things on it. It's really tasty. I ordered it and was like, this is amazing. And so it's been on my list of things to make at home for a very long time. But I've been nervous about doing it for streaming just because it takes so long. And I want to make sure that, like, I don't know, the streams are interesting. Uh, so if I don't have like a ton of people, then we fall into silence because I don't always have stories to tell. So I'm trying to keep things lively and fun, even though this is a little bit of a longer food item. But I don't have like a ton of stuff like happening to keep it interesting, I guess. Like I do have some bread prep I'm gonna do, which it will be slightly interesting, I hope. But other than that, like I said, just kind of rambling at this point. Alright, got my green onions. I see, okay. Try Turkish, bro. Lentil soup I can recommend. The stuff you do definitely different and interesting sometimes, yes. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's high praise. Okay. Let's see how well I can cut this. Hold on. There we go. Sorry, there was a lot of dirt on these. I cleaned them and there's still a little bit left. I'll try some Turkish stuff. If you've got any recommendations, I'll give them a shot. Lentil soup sounds good. My sister's a big fan of lentils. I can't say it's something I've had a lot of, but I've had it a time or two. Okay. There's separate my greens from my whites. Yeah, lentils also a great high protein ingredient. I'm not super familiar. I know there's red lentils. Are there lots of varieties of lentils? It's something I would definitely have to do a little research about. Is there like a special Turkish soup that uses lentils, or are you just talking about just like in general a lentil soup? I just want to, I guess, pick your brain on the subject. Because I'm always willing to learn and try something interesting. Okay. Don't like how those came out. trying to cut them at an angle to get a kind of a more interesting cut. I don't feel like they're coming out that great. Why are you not cutting all the way? Red lentils prefer that soup because those cook through immediately, I believe. No need to prehydrate. Oh, so it's kind of almost like chickpeas or beans. That's interesting. Okay, let's pull out some of these ugly ones. And then we'll go with that for now, and then we can always cut more if we need to. My wife's not going to use them, so. Okay, so. Got some green onion. Doesn't look like much now that I look at it. Let's do some more. Had egg fried rice too, by the way. Today was great. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of fried rice. My wife is too. Uh, One of my wife's favorite recipes that I make is uh, pork chop fried rice. There's this Asian black pepper sauce that my store uses to like marinate like kebabs or steaks or other things sometimes. We bought it and I did some pork chops with it and it was super tasty. Well, I made a ton of pork chops, smoked pork chops, and ended up taking like 4 or 5 of them, cutting them up, and making a fried rice with it. And my wife was so surprised how good it was that she will request that I make the pork chops just so we can have the fried rice as leftovers. I don't think it's like, oh my god, this is the best thing in the world, but I think it's really tasty for what it is. Let me put it that way. But I don't add like barbecue flavors other than just the barbecued pork chop or the black pepper pork chop. Like it's all your standard fried rice, so you know, fish sauce, sesame oil, soy sauce, little MSG, some eggs, some sort of allium, like, garlic, onion. Um, trying to think. Sometimes I'll put shallots. I will do pineapple with the pork, which isn't unheard of in fried rice terms, but it is strange for, I guess, a lot of American people. You'd be surprised how many people are like anti-sweet and savory. Don't understand it, but you know, everyone's tastes are different. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. And MSG, of course. Yeah, you can't have Asian food without MSG. It's mandatory. Sorry, I'm trying to get all the papery crap off the rest of the garlic. There we go. Alright. I'll set these over here for use tomorrow. Oh, it's just dirt. Pineapple and rice. Yes, I know that works and tastes great. Already had it. Also, dates and rice works too. Yeah, I like dates. Oh, that was unfortunate. Okay, let's try and not smash them. Since we're trying to make fried garlic chips. Break them a little bit to get them open. There we go. Yeah, I've had like sausage stuffed dates. I know you're a vegetarian, so that doesn't necessarily appeal to you, but oh my gosh, were they good. I cut my fingernails, so I have no nails. Making this as difficult as possible. Problem. When I watch this late, makes me hungry. A little torture. You're a good chef. What? Hey, thanks. Yeah, I have a hard time watching the any of the other cooking Twitch channels because it just makes me want to go do my thing. I try to support a handful of them because I've made friends with a few from just streaming and being rated and chatting and whatnot. So do try to support them, but like, yeah, it just makes me go, wonder what I could be making right now. Well, that garlic flew off. Let's go grab it. I love it when they try to make an escape. There we go. That one actually was the easiest to come off. Here we go. One more. Do you also cook seasonal? Like, what's in season right now? Corn, probably? I don't know. Right now, what would be in season would be tomatoes, green beans, squash. Corn generally is until summer and fall, like, for it to be fresh. Like, you could get some that was grown in, like, um, like greenhouse corn, which, I mean, is fine, but it's not, like, the in-season stuff. Tomatoes, peppers, squash, melons, a lot of that stuff is what you could find right now. I like going to the farmer's market and trying to get some of that stuff. I just haven't been able to go because it's been raining. It was the 4th of July, which, is the Independence Day celebration. So spending that with family. But I'd like to go either this weekend or next weekend, try and get some stuff. I like making, like, my own salsa. I bought some canning stuff to do it last year because I was growing it. Unfortunately, the stuff I was growing did not come out very good, which is unfortunate, but it happens. But yeah, I mean, I'll cook seasonally occasionally, but it's not, like, on my mind. If I go to the farmer's market, I'll just see what, like, inspires me, if that makes sense. Okay. Strawberry. Yeah. A lot of people have strawberry plants out here, actually. A lot of apples and blueberries right now, which I'm a fan of. That a couple weeks back, I made a pie, and one of the things I was actually thinking about doing was making, like, a summer fruit pie. So, like, raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. Those are all in season now. How about you? Do you do anything like that, or do you just kind of whatever sounds good and go with it? I will say, like, if I ever go eat somewhere and they have a seasonal menu, that is usually the first thing that I try. Okay. One more. Okay. All right. Let's check in on the As you can see, the rice is already starting to break down. So I've been just kind of smushing it a little bit on the sides. Alright, so we got our garlic. Let's go ahead and move this in here. And I'm going to go ahead and do the bread that I'm supposed to get started. Okay. Oh. Zero. Okay, so what I got here is a um, is a recipe for blueberry lemon bread. I'm pretty excited about it. Hold on, I need to pick out my picture of the recipe. All right, so 384 grams all-purpose flour, aka 3 cups. Mm. 384. Okay. 1 teaspoon salt. I have a tablespoon, so I need a teaspoon. Kosher salt. Okay. Half teaspoon dry active yeast. I really should read these directions out ahead of time. All right, half teaspoon. Okay. Put the salt away. Okay, so give this a little bit of a whisk. Okay. 360 grams of water. Easy. Zero this. And 65. 340. How much did I say I needed? 360. So just a little bit. Sorry, I need it warm for the yeast. So while that's happening, where's my cup? All right. So wild blueberries. I need a cup of these. Okay, maybe about a cup. Yeah, it's just what's left in the bag. All right. 423, so too much. 379. 357. All right, 357 warm water and a tablespoon of flour for blueberries. Okay. Back. Oh, yeah. We are getting my bread going. All right. So, got our flour. Oh, no. Sorry. This is the bowl I want to make it in. That's the one I want to go in. Got it. All right. Zest of a lemon. opposed to the lemon. You don't want to get any of the pith, which is the white part, because that can be a little bit bitter. Okay. $360 grams, cup and a half. I've never heard of that bread. Have you not? It's essentially just like a simple artisan like dough that you essentially just add blueberry and the zest of one lemon to. This is a no knead dough. I got this recipe from a friend of mine who makes it. He's made it probably 5 or 6 times and talked about how good it is, which made me want to make it. Just trying to incorporate all of the flour. Okay. So, I'm going to spray this real quick, and then we're going to put this in there. So yeah, 3 to 5 hours. You can then cook it, or you can leave it for up to 18 hours, from what I've heard. The water in my congee, or my moisture, has evaporated pretty quickly, so I'm adding some water. This is going a lot quicker than it's generally supposed to. I don't know if I had the temperature too high or what. Yeah, so this is a no-knead dough, so don't like shape it. We'll shape it into a actual like bread shape when it's about an hour before we cook it, which unfortunately won't be on stream. So if you want to see what it looks like, check out the Instagram probably tomorrow afternoon. For sure, I'll have it on there. I am doing this with frozen blueberries, which is what it was suggested. They're frozen wild blueberries. They're going to be a little tart. It should be good. Okay, so now we're going to cover. Go. Essentially, you want it just to double in size. That's done with. There's a lot I can put away now. Okay. Lemon. I can't find something for that. Maybe breakfast. Sister. Plastic wrap. These can stay out. Yeast can go away. All right, you want to check in and see how our stuff is doing. So there is a little bit at the bottom that's starting to stick and burn, which is why I added the water to try and help fix it. We're supposed to try and maintain that simmering. I think we were a little warm. But you can definitely see the rice is starting to break down quite a bit. So what we're actually going to do is go ahead and fry the garlic, since that's going to be the next shortest thing. All right, so medium heat, get a little bit of oil in there. There we go. Whoop. Why did it do that? There we go. Okay, so once that's hot, we're gonna add our garlic, fry it. And then we will do our pork and then the eggs. So we'll bring this up to medium. As you can see, this rice is already broken down quite a bit. All right, so there's our garlic. Apparently, this is a great way to make garlic oil as well, which is very flavorful for like frying stuff or cooking stuff, salad dressings. I've heard a lot of good things. Smell wonderful though. Trying to make sure everything's kind of spread out. Supposedly this stuff will cook extremely quick. Last time I fried something, I burned it like this. I was shallots for Thanksgiving. So I'm trying to do everything in my power to not have that outcome. So we'll see how it goes. You can see we're already starting to get a little bit of yellow. I assume it's going to go really quick. It smells wonderful. God, man. Good evening, King. Thank you, Grant. How you doing? Did you have a good weekend? You all ready for classes to start? Trying to get some color in there. It's still over a month, but yeah, I suppose so, huh? What are you making tonight? I'm making congee, which is a Chinese / Asian type breakfast / comfort food. It's similar to like oatmeal, except you use rice instead of oats, and it's savory. So like I'm frying up some garlic to make garlic chips to put on top of it. I'm doing my best to try and not burn them. Like some of these are close and some of these are still a little bit off. Worst comes to worst and I do burn it, I've got a lot of garlic. I've been panic buying garlic bulbs for like a week and a half now. It was because I had a long period where I was getting really bad garlic bulbs. And so I was like, I better keep buying these in case I get a good one or a bad one. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull these. I like the color on this. Okay, let's get our pork going. All right, medium heat. I feel like garlic can burn quick. Got to snag a bag at Costco. What you got to do. Yeah, we just don't go to Costco all that often. Otherwise, it's absolutely what we would do. Just a little bit. Don't need a ton. All right, I got 2 pounds of ground pork. Little white pepper. Little garlic salt. Little MSG. So, Grant, for you, since you haven't seen it, this is rice that's been cooked in chicken stock for about an hour. As you can see, it no longer actually looks like rice because it started to break down. But it's basically turned into like oatmeal type consistency. Porridge. And that's what we're going for here. We had chicken pepper catch again this weekend, but this time with spatzel. Did you make the spatzel or did you buy spatzel? Because I hope you learned from my mistakes with the spatzel. Store-bought, I ain't making that. Yeah. Learned that the hard way. need my own thing. There we go. So I tried the garlic and I heard it can be a little bitter. It was. So I went ahead and added the anti-bitter ingredient that I read about, which was to add the tiniest little bit of powdered sugar. Salt and powdered sugar. Apparently that will remove the bitterness. So we'll see if it works. Excuse me. I never had rice like that before. It looks kind of gross, but I won't pass judgment because I haven't had it before. I really like spatzel. It's essentially super thick al dente pasta. Interesting. Why powdered over regular sugar? I think because regular sugar is really thin, or really like crystallized and thick, whereas powdered sugar can more easily like. Why did I do that? Can more easily be incorporated. Like you won't notice it, whereas sometimes you'll notice other things. I gotta clean this since I stuck it in the raw meat. Alright, sanitize that. I'm like an idiot. Yo, Kimmy, sleepy, good night and bon appetit. Thank you. Appreciate you hanging out with us, Tan. Have a good week, man. If I don't see you. Alright, let's see if the powdered sugar helped. It did. It does not taste sweet, and it no longer tastes bitter. That's pretty cool. A lot of moisture coming out of this pork. Hold on, I'm going to drain this real quick. Just to help it brown, since we know we want it crispy. Okay. Spatzel that like liquid pasta dripped through hot water. Okay, nice. Yeah. Go to bed, man. Alright. Green onions. Alright, I'm going to leave that alone and try not to mess with it so we can get some browning. It's a hard thing for me. I like to mess with it. Okay. I'm actually going to pull this so we can start doing some fried eggs. Because I can guarantee you that's going to keep warm. I did it again. Although, this meat is cooked. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta put this one away. I'm gonna wash it again. Played any good games since finishing Elden Ring? I played Loop Hero. I enjoyed that. Got that for cheap on the Steam sale. I have a game called Still Walking the Deep or Waking the Deep. I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's awesome. It's only like a 4-hour long game, but I'm gonna get around to playing that at some point. Been playing a lot of Helldivers. I still need to watch the 3rd season of The Bear, which, I mean, that's not a game, but it's on my list of things to do. I watched the new Beverly Hills Cop. That was alright. I need to lid this before I start. Perfect. That's the sound I want to hear. Nice, nice. Got games on the ready. I got one game on the ready. I wish I had more. I don't really have anything coming out until October, I think, is the next, is Metaphor Refantasio, which is what I'm looking forward to. The Bear is so good, but so anxiety inducing. Yeah, that's the point, man. I love it. It's a big gap. Definitely going to have to find something. Yeah. I'll find something for sure. There's no doubt about it. Hey, Morgan, if you're watching, you should probably start heading up. Ooh, there we go. Did you play through Kingdom Hearts when it came on Steam last month? Yes, I did play part of Kingdom Hearts 3, but I mean, I'd beaten it before. It was just, I really enjoyed it the first time, and then when I went to go play it again, I remembered that I didn't care for a lot of the locations. 2 is still the best Kingdom Hearts. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I need a cup. Where's my cup? Sorry. Getting a head start on getting this pan clean by deglazing. Okay, turn this off. I only played half through the first, so I'm looking forward. Did you already do the lemon blueberry bread prep? Yeah, just for you. There's the lemon blueberry bread for right now. Morgan! Morgan! These eggs still good? I hope so. June 21st, okay. I'll test them later. Let's try these. Not a good place. Let's move these. Move that up. They're gonna be good. Feels good, man. Thank you. What's wrong?
Nothing. Staying out of the way.
Oh, thank you. That's appreciated. You're good to go ahead.
What am I doing? A bowl? I don't know that I know what I'm doing. Is it that, then stuff?
It is. Make it how you want to make it. If you'd like to, if you want me to go first and then do it, and let you figure it out from what I do. Is that?
What are these? Is this garlic?
That's fried garlic. Did you want to get a picture of everything first?
Ooh.
Eggs are close to done. Put this in the fridge. Oh.
You mean that you flung it everywhere?
As you can see, porridge.
You booped it.
What?
You booped the egg. Mm-hmm. I meant the one in your frying pan.
Oh.
You booped the edge of it. Well, pick your decision. I can eat that one.
Nobody's perfect.
I mean, they almost match perfectly.
I know. I was kind of surprised, honestly.
Stop putting it here. It pours there.
What do you think?
It's a bowl.
You don't think it looks good?
No, I think it looks fine. What's considered... Oh, I think that's the front, personally.
It's upside down. It is upside down.
Oh, I forgot that it flipped. Sorry.
You're fine. I was just like, what the heck's going on?
Oh, look, okay.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just want to make sure I'm.
I was just rotating because I took one both directions, but then it like didn't rotate this one.
Yeah.
Don't you want one both directions?
Generally, yes. Am I good to?
Yeah.
break it?
Yeah. My concern is I won't like this.
Then taste it.
That's the real concern. I'm not worried about the meat or the eggs. But it's a texture thing with the porridge. Yeah, it's fine. It's unoffensive.
Thanks.
I meant texture-wise.
Hours of work, unoffensive.
It's usually a texture thing with me.
I have turned this into a homogenized mess. Let's go.
How many of those eggs am I allowed to have?
Many you want.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So I can have 2?
Yeah, you have 3. This is good.
And I still have as many as I want?
Yes.
Why'd you lay them on top of each other?
You saw the panic.
I did. I did see the panic. The panic was real.
You should add some chili oil, but be light on it.
Do I need the crunchies or just the oil?
I mean, I like the crunchies, but it's up to you. It's spicy. That's why I'm saying go light on it.
What?
Do some fried garlic. It's good. You can taste one if you want. If you're worried.
Nah. We'll just go for it. I like garlic.
Mm.
You're over there having like a whole thing.
It's... I can see why people call this comfort food, because it's like hitting that, like, it's delicious, and then like it's hitting the bottom of my stomach and like staying warm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's almost like...
Is it normally like a breakfast thing, or is this a anytime thing?
It is generally a breakfast thing. They'll eat it fairly plainish. You can do a sweet version. Obviously, I haven't heard a lot of people do a sweet version, but like the porridge with eggs on top and a little bit of chili oil is like the way to do it. But there's a lot of... you can pretty much just add anything you want to it. It's like a nice base to just kind of go.
That's good.
Yeah, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The Chinese were onto something. You like Williams?
A little bit of chili oil just go a long way.
Yeah, you like Williams?
Up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if it remains purple throughout the whole process. You hope so?
Yeah. So here's the problem.
What's the problem?
I want the fruit punch.
Okay.
But it's in the back of the fridge. Also, the garlic is strong.
Sorry, it shouldn't be.
Not in like a bad way. Can you give me a little glass? The normal size little glass, not like a mini glass. Thank you. That one.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna hand me one of the little juice ones. Or jam ones.
I knew what you wanted, and then when you started saying more things, you confused me.
Well, normally you like to mess with me and hand me the
No.
tiniest thing.
Would never. I'm a good husband.
You can be a good husband and mess with me.
Those are mutually exclusive. All right, so to describe this, it's got a real chickeny base, obviously from the chicken stock. Like the rice is really delicious. It like falls apart in your mouth. Like There's no chew to it from the porridge, but it's tasty. It's not overly salty, like that little dash of soy sauce. It's got a little bit of ginger, but not enough to like make me hate it because I'm not a big ginger person.
I don't like ginger.
Yeah.
And I do get a little bit.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The pork.
Other than that?
Yeah. The pork is delicious. I mean, it's just pork with green onions, cooked with a little bit of white pepper and garlic salt. The chili oil is spicy. I'm starting to sweat. I can't tell that's from cooking or from the chili oil.
Yeah.
The runny eggs, always great. You do get a nice hit of garlic from the fried garlic. I can see why people would eat this when they're sick.
Yeah. It's easy. Without the chili oil, it's easier.
Yes, this would be very easy on your system. An egg and some rice. It's dangerous because I could put a lot of this away. Well, I say that, but I'm also kind of already feeling a little like it's sticking to my sides, but in a good way. It also came together a lot quicker. Like some recipes I'd seen, things could take between hour and a half to 3 hours, and I was really worried. So I'm glad it came together in such a short time. But I wonder if that's a product of not making a ton of it, or if that's just how some people do it low and slow.
That boy looks tired.
Mm-hmm. Hasn't come over here once.
Did you show him the chat?
No. Well, he was laying on the couch, and then he went into his
Look at,
crib.
well, there's the cat, but look at him. Passed out.
The spice is getting to me. They weren't kidding when they said extra spicy.
Huh. Sniffling a lot. You did put a lot of chili oil on it.
Well, I wanted it to be pretty.
Is that you wanting ice and water?
Yes, please. Oh, it finally changed to red?
Finally changed.
I was
I'm doing later.
I was going to suggest you do it today.
I'll do it later.
So, I like it. You seem to be unoffended by it.
Correct.
What
Which
would
is the win?
What would you change to make it more for you? No ginger?
No ginger. I really don't like ginger.
You don't mind ginger ale?
It can be too ginger, though. Remember that bold we tried that one time?
Yes.
That was bad.
Mm.
I mean, would you put like some type of vegetable in it?
You know, I was worried that I wasn't going to have enough stuff to fill the time. And I was going to make that broccoli that I bought.
You bought broccoli?
Yeah. I just,
I love
it
broccoli.
ended up coming together like perfectly timed with everything.
Okay.
So if you want, you can cut up the broccoli and cook it. It won't only take like 20 minutes if you want it for like tomorrow or something. If not, we can have it with the sloppy gazeppis.
Let's do that.
Okay, that's Thursday.
Will still be good?
Should be.
Yeah.
If not, I'll just let you eat it. Yeah.
You're like bright red.
Yeah, I'm full on like hot.
I can see the sheen on your arm.
Uh-huh. I'm actually just trying to finish this so I can like in stream and go shower now. My back is moist.
All that chili powder?
That chili oil is hitting me hard.
I'm glad you told me. I don't think I put any on.
I think it adds a little je ne sais quoi.
I made it for Prime.
Did you? Did you win?
Oh. I got him halfway down on his first health bar.
Hmm.
For first time?
Yeah, I'm not. Good job.
Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, these spoons are like perfect.
They match perfectly. It's uncanny.
Maybe it's a common color.
I think that blue glaze is.
Oh.
Honestly.
All right, folks. Since there doesn't seem to be much chatting going on tonight, which is perfectly fine. You've been just lurking and enjoying. I appreciate the support. Same for the people who chatted, hung out. If you enjoyed, please throw me a follow. If you've got Amazon Prime subs you haven't used, throw them my way too. Support's always appreciated.
So we can get to that cookbook giveaway.
Yes, so we can start doing the cooking the books stuff. Check out my Instagram to see the pictures of all the stuff we make and early notifications for when I'm going to go live. The bread will be on there. I'm not cooking it tonight, but I am going to cook it tomorrow during the day. So the end result will be posted on there. I'll also probably show what it looks like on stream tomorrow. But I can almost guarantee I'll have a piece. I have a hard time saying no to fresh bread. It's a problem.
Who doesn't?
If you want to check out any of the other stuff, check out the VODs on here or on the YouTube link. I put all the VODs on there, including today's whenever I get around to uploading it. Like I said, I appreciate all the people hanging out, chatting, suggestions, all that kind of stuff.
Sorry.
Plan is tomorrow to do Chilean steak and green bean sandwiches. Tuesday is going to be Greek chicken and vegetable rice bowl. And then Thursday is going to be sloppy Giuseppe's, which is like an Italian sloppy Joe. And that's the plan for the week. Obviously, Friday and Saturday, those will be ad hoc. We'll see if we do anything or if we come up with anything. And then we'll back at it again Sunday for sure. But I appreciate everyone hanging out and the support. I am going to go find someone to raid to share the love. So hold on and enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a good week if I don't see you. Thanks, guys. Look who woke up.
He ate.
You wanted your food, huh?
I fed him. He got up for that.
Yeah, okay.
Skipper. Sit. Nah. Leave it. Sit. You're sliding. Who's there? Give me a big one. Who's there? Who's there? Give me a big one. Who's there? Who's there? Yes. Oh,